Welcome Taurus. Welcome to Keykey's doorway. Let's see what your soulmate wants to understand for October 30th to November 1st, 2018. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. Okay. We already know, Earth sign. Okay. All right. What actions will Mr. Okay. Two. Okay. All right. So, masculine Taurus, your soulmate wants you to know that they're rediscovering who they are as a high priest or high priestess. You may have reconnected with them or have known them before as a young person or through your adolescence. If you have never met your soulmate yet, how you will reconnect with them will be in the arena of the high priest or high priestess. What does that mean? Well, you will see them in holistic or healing seminars or stores. You'll see them probably in the library section in Barnes and Nobles or in the library looking at or understanding the unknown about human nature, about the tarot, about metaphysics, alchemy, anything that is the arts. If not, let's see. Masculine energy. Your soulmate can also reconnect with you spiritually in the church, whether it be if you're a Christian, you probably will see them in church again. If you are of the mosque or temple, you will see them in that area as well. Or you will see them in holistic workshops like Reiki, Tai Chi, sensual, sexual, sacred rites, the anatomy of human beings, ministry. Even if this is you, masculine energy, if you're wondering if you should go into those endeavors that I have mentioned, then yes. If you're wondering if whatever you do, is it tied into your high priest and high priestess? Well, ask yourself, will it teach you something when you go to these arenas? Even the things I did not mention. Everything is spiritual. Anything is spiritual. It is how you interpret it, masculine energy. Whatever you are driven, whatever your soul is truly driven by, that's where you'll find your soulmate, or that's where you'll start getting the tools and knowing that within you before you reconnect with your soulmate. Feminine Taurus, your soulmate is rediscovering along with you that they have met you near the trees. And trees are everywhere. Either in parks, out in neighborhoods, near the waters, nature trails, anything that requires you to go outdoors again, to feel the air again, to connect with the trees. That's where you will find your soulmate, or that's where your soulmate is beginning again to relearn their knowledge, feminine Taurus, about who they are spiritually, who they are physically, and what is their core values. When you're around a tree, that's the time when you're contemplating, when you're meditating, when you're really thinking about things on your own time. Your soulmate wants you to know that that's what they're doing right now, or that's what is calling them to be done. Masculine Taurus, your soulmate, is embracing the apple of emotions. What does that mean to them? What does that mean to you? They're becoming their anchor of who they are emotionally, who they are intuitively, who they are spiritually, who they are sensually, who they are sexually, who they are in every dimension. But the core value is how they interpret it emotionally. They're starting to fall in love, or the researchers of a relationship. They're regaining a relationship with who they are again. Before they reconnect with you, masculine Taurus, they're understanding that they want to explore who they are emotionally and expressing that in every dimension, yet having a balance, because the aces are opportunity. They are unlocking their spiritual growth and enhanced intuition. Again, even if this is you, masculine Taurus, from you becoming your own anchor, your own identity of who you are emotionally, who are you intuitively, owning up to the way you want to express yourself sensually, sexually, the way you want to express yourself emotionally through your wording, through your communication, even how you interpret your body physically is an emotional expression. These are things that you are beginning to remind yourself and practice and demonstrate. Both you and your soulmate are beginning that enhanced intuition and a new home, whether that be physically looking at new homes or remodeling your new home, or if that means looking at a new home and expanding. How do you see it? How do you imagine it? And then physically making those emotional steps to make that happen in your world. Female Taurus, your soulmate is unlocking the 6 of water. They're becoming that house of Virgo, that give and take of not just of someone else, that give and take that they give to themselves. They're understanding that balance. That is why they have pulled out the trees of contemplation, meditation. Yeah, sorry about that. I seen a little friend wanted to be in the video, and I had to exterminate that. Even when we were talking about the home, I'm remodeling my home physically. And this is the way that we're showing even our emotions. Like, what does it mean to remodel and clear out your home to set new memories, to set a new foundation, to set a new energy? That's what I physically want to do, and I'm a Taurus. So female Taurus, your soulmate, is also understanding what does it mean to balance that out in themselves too, emotionally. So into their intuition is going to kick in regards to how to physically demonstrate that, because emotions you can't keep in, it has to be shown. So how do they show their many dimensions of emotions like any human being, but in a balanced manner that works for them but doesn't hide it? Memories from your history, so memories from their history or their childhood will give them the answers. For example, for me, how do I see cleanliness? I had and I have spiritually a Leo mother, and she was all about clean, and she was all about clearing out. And I always wondered, why did she do that? She was like, it's not that I'm trying to buy something new and shallow. No, everything that I clear out is reminding me where I have come from and where I'm about to go. And yes, it's going to be scary because I might see some insects. I might see some clutter that I thought I was organized with. But from clearing it out, it makes me understand that I always will have to work on who I am first before I ask any other man to do that. That's what I learned as a young child, and I never showed that or shared that openly with anyone. I'm hoping that that would give you an understanding of what your soulmate is balancing out by looking at their childhood and seeing how it can help them in their present life right now before they reconnect with you, or even while connecting with you. So it regards children. Again, they're thinking about how would they want to be a parent? How would they want to set an example for their children? How do they want to set an example for themselves before even procreating? How do they want to set an example for themselves before marrying? How do they want to accept themselves before connecting with your soul? Again, on a deeper level, romanticizing the past. So if that means really looking at the true events and not glossing it over, they will see also the roots of where their traditions or their principles have come from, and how they can either tie them into their now tradition or remodel it and make it anew. Masculine Taurus, your soulmate, is becoming their own messenger of their material world. They're becoming more scholarly, dependable, patient with themselves. And from that, they will be very successful in whatever endeavors they're embarking on in their earthly world. Whether that means financially, whether that means physically through their health, becoming more balanced health-wise. Because the more healthy we are in our own way, the more we feel good about our bodies and our mindset, the more we can accumulate wealth. This is what they're embarking on. This is what you also are embarking on too, masculine Taurus. Good news and financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging. Yes, that is what is physically is seen, and that is what you physically feel you need to do through actions as your core value. Again, Page of Earth is about what is our self-worth, what is our core value of who we are and what we believe in. Not just what we're saying to ourselves, but how we show it outside of ourselves. Say what we mean and mean what we say. Feminine Taurus, your soulmate is becoming now of that understanding their foundation. They're now setting that foundation that they need. They're setting their emotions. They're being real with who they are emotionally. They're being real with who they are mentally. They're being real with who they are physically. They're being real with who they are sensually, sexually, even spiritually. Whatever they consider that 4 pillars of their core values that drives them, they're setting it now as a stability, as their stable foundation. And they see that they are the master. This is their soul, feminine Taurus. They are unlocking that dragon, embarking on new territory, seeing how the world can be theirs in their own image. They're becoming more content, at peace, and abundant. Even this is you, female Taurus. You're becoming more content, more at peace and abundant in what direction and the foundations you want to set as your core worth. A happy home life, yes. We're physically going to change our home life, whether that be our physical home life or looking at a new home while rearranging the home that we're in. If this is the home that you're in physically, you're rearranging even how you look at that and the way you want to demonstrate those changes of your thoughts in the outside. The successful completion of a project. Yes. So until we meet again, Mr. and Miss Taurus, your soulmate. Yes, till we meet again, your soulmate wants you to know they are really looking at how they want to physically set their world, their physical home, their body, their mind, their soul. They're making those physical actions to make that their daily regimen of who they are, who they want to represent. Even this is you, Mr. and Miss Taurus. You're setting the path now. You're becoming that trailblazer. How do you want to trail and blaze the town? If you like what you have heard and seen, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for viewing the channel. Thank you for walking in the doorway with me. If you would like a personal reading or a one question reading, go within the description box below to get further details. I love you. I love you, Mr. and Miss Taurus. We will see you on the other side.